Hey guys, today's video is my everyday go-to look. I'm starting off with Farmasi's eyeshadow primer. I use that to cover my blemishes and any discoloration. Where it is an eyeshadow primer, once it sets, it don't budge. So I usually put it on first before I do my eyes, that way it has time to set. And when I put on my foundation, it don't move. Everything stays covered and smooth. Okay, so before I started this, I had primed my lids. So now I'm going to use Bare Necessities palette, and I'm going to take the shade In the Buff and set my lids. And I'm using AOA Studio F19 brush. Okay, now I'm going to take my Stila number 9 brush. It's an all-over blend brush, and I'm going to use the shade Banter. Okay, so you'll notice throughout this look, I take the same brush that I set my lids with, with that shade in the buff on it, just to clean up the inner corners. I like my inner corners to be bright and lighter than the rest. Now I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm just going to blend it all in. Make sure everything's smoothed out, there's no rough edges. Everything just looks nice, smooth, and all blended. Okay, so we could just leave it how it is, but I wanted to darken it a bit, so I'm going to mix Hot Gossip and Hot, those two shades together, just to deepen it a little bit, make it a little darker, make it stand out just a bit more. If I was in a hurry, I wouldn't do this, but I'm not, so I decided just to add a little more to it. I'm going to take that F19 and just clean up the inner corners. And again with the clean brush, just to make sure it all looks smooth and seamless. Okay, now I'm going to take a flat brush in the shade Full Expose. I'm going to clean up under my brow, and I'm also going to take it and put it on the lid. Now I'm just taking the clean brush and making sure it's all blended out. Everything looks smooth. Now I'm going to take the shade Taboo with a flat brush and use it as an eyeliner. I tend to use eyeshadows as an eyeliner more than actual eyeliners because I find they're easier to work with. I spray ColourPop's Pretty Fresh setting spray on the brush with the eyeshadow so that it stays put. And then I go right above my lashes. As you can tell, I was having a hard time figuring out how to do this where you all could see what I was doing. Now I'm using Farmasi's Express eyeliner. It's waterproof. I'm using the shade brown. I'm going to tight line the top and the bottom. Now I'm going to take ColourPop's Moisturizer with Hylaraunic acid and clean up the bottom eyeliner. I like to use an oil or a moisturizer, something that hydrates under the eyes. Now I'm going to take Farmasi's eyeshadow primer and basically use it as a concealer under my eyes. For this look with a tinted moisturizer, I don't usually use my concealer, but I do like to have something there under the eyes to brighten a bit and cover up any discoloration. So I just use this under the eyes just like I would with a concealer. Today I'm using Farmasi's Be Fit Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Light. I love how that tinted moisturizer makes your skin just look so healthy. Like, it really just makes your skin look naturally beautiful and healthy, yet it stays put. Like, it don't fade throughout the day. Now I'm going to take Maybelline's Fit Me Set and Smooth Pressed Powder. It's a bit light, so it brightens while setting under my eyes and down my T-zone. Now I'm taking Farmasi's Face Perfecting Powder and setting the rest of my face. Now I'm using Farmasi's 3-in-1 Contour Palette. This is Fresh Peach Blush. This is my favorite, as you all know. And I'm using the Farmasi's double-ended brush. It's my favorite blush brush. This highlighter is Farmasi's Terracotta Highlight Powder. I love the natural glow that it gives your skin. It's very pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to take Maybelline's Loose Fit Me Finishing Powder, and I just kind of buff that on my skin to try to set everything that I've put on my face. It kind of tones everything down just a bit while making sure everything's blended together. And now I take my Pretty Fresh setting spray with hyaluronic acid from ColourPop and use my sponge to just press everything in, make sure that it stays put. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm using Farmasi's Deep Black Mascara. This is probably my favorite mascara. It darkens your lashes and separates, but still looks kind of natural. Now I'm using Farmasi's 227 Lip Liner. This is my favorite lip liner. This is ColourPop's Lippie Stix in the shade Cookie. It's like that perfect nude shade, and and I really like that combo with the lip liner and the nude, and then just a touch of gloss. This is Farmasi's Miss Sparkle Lip Gloss in the shade Bubblegum. This is my favorite lip gloss. Alright, well this is the finishing look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts or any questions in the comments below.